Okay, let's see what is going on here. Damn, that sucks. Let's see, is anybody here? Dude, that really sucks. Oh, okay, you're here. Yeah, I don't under. I'm trying to see if like it would let me. I'm a little nervous to see what happened after that. I gotta check it out. Let me see. Um, I'm gonna check out what it said on the thing. Cause it's probably definitely gonna be something um like against me. I definitely believe it. Let's see. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say that. I don't know. That's weird. Not exactly sure what to do because I'm pretty sure if I do it again, it's gonna happen again. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to watch my ugly mug just react to the video, I guess. I can probably. I don't know. This is so weird. This has never happened to me, so I don't know. Just say no to commercials. Mm, yeah, this is a tough one. What if I switch it? Like, what if this is tiny and this one? Like, what if it's that? Do you think that'll be different? I'm not sure if it'll be any different, but yeah, you know what? You're kind of right too. Where's the flag? Um, we're definitely gonna be going on later for the draft. That's gonna be definitely super cool. I wanted to do it on here with you guys. I mean, I know where I know Twitch wouldn't do it, but I don't know if all y'all got Twitch. If you want me to go live on Twitch, if you guys want to go over to Twitch, I'll post the link in here. Just let me know if you guys like really want to do that. Uh, I mean, if not, I'm not tripping about it either. It just sucks because I wanted to do it on here. Oh well. What's up, Navman? What's your question, bro? Damn, I'm pretty hurt about it. I feel like that would have been super dope to react to this. The problem with Twitch is I think I have to be live on here as well. Hold on, let me see. I could just turn this into a video too for later. What's your take on the CW injury bullshit coming out? Caleb Williams injury? I don't think I've heard anything on that, honestly. Or who do you mean by CW? Oh, Christian Wilkins. Got you. Christian Wilkins, I don't think it was weird because like the same day that they said that Christian Wilkins was a full participant in OTAs and he was doing super well and like he was gonna be a big part of the team moving forward. The same day that they said that, like literally like an hour or two later, oh Christian Wilkins is injured and he's not looking good, and so like I got completely different, conflicting reports on the injury and how he's doing. So I have no idea what exactly is going on there. So I don't think that's I don't think it's real. He's had ample enough time to get back to healthy and to get back to his prior form. So I think he's healthy right now. Obviously, if he's not, then take it slow. I have no problem with that. It's still not the season just yet. So if he needs to recover a little bit more, let him recover. But there's no reason why he shouldn't be recovered right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty stupid. Damn. Okay. I might just hop back on and game a little bit then, I guess. Um, this kind of sucks. I wanted to watch it with all y'all here, but I don't think YouTube is going to allow me to. Hopefully, I don't get too uh what is it called? I don't get the book thrown at me by YouTube here cuz that would suck too. But yeah, I'll probably just hop back on here in less than like 10-15 minutes to game a little bit. But yeah. Oh well. I'll see you guys then. That sucks that we couldn't get this Jaxson Dart thing going, but I don't know. It happens, I guess. See you guys right now. Stay put, shift gears, let's talk Raiders. Alright, hold on. Let's go here. Let's switch this back then. Alright. I'm cool with sticking. Um let's see. What do you guys want to let's talk a little bit some Raiders then. Let's do it. Alright, let's see. What do you guys got? Let's see. So we talked about the Christian Wilkins thing, and like I said, I don't think that's completely accurate. I think it's kind of stupid actually. Um, so I've been seeing a lot of people or a lot of mock drafts saying Genti's gonna go to the Jags right before us, and I don't know if I believe that. I don't. But honestly, if he does go, if Genti does go, the pick right before us, um, it's completely fine because that means Mason Graham falls, and I would love Mason Graham on this team. So I would not be opposed to um, Genti going to the Jaguars. So after the draft, what do you expect the targets will be to fill holes before June? I don't know. I guess it depends on what we get out of the draft. So if we feel like the draft did enough to fill all the holes that are needed, and we're able to kind of just plug and play those players into the upcoming season, then I feel like we probably won't do too much. Obviously, I don't think that's very plausible. Where I don't think we're going to be able to do that just entirely through the draft. So to me, it'd probably be just some kind of camp bodies coming into that are still out there in free agency. Maybe like the only person I can think of that's out there still in free agency that I would kind of take a shot on um, is Elijah Moore, the wide receiver formerly of the Browns. I think he was his last spot. Um, that's really the only person that I think is um, worth taking still in free agency. Um, confidence level in the staff making the picks, I would probably say I would say a cautious 8 to 9. Um, only because it's still Spytek's first season as a full time GM, so I'm not completely sure his drafting style. Um, I'm not completely sure of the guys that he wants to pick because obviously we can look back at Tampa drafts, but he wasn't the full time GM there, so we can only suspect who he was all in on, and we can only suspect who his guys were. So we don't really know. So I would say a cautious 8 to 9. Um, let's see what else. I think I've never been more against Gentry than I am now. I looked at some stats and he's my number 3 running back now. Interesting. I would ask, who is your 1 and 2 running backs if Gentry is your third? I think Gentry is probably definitely the best running back in this class, but I think it's just really close with the other running backs, and it like history has proven in this draft that if you take running backs high, especially in recent, that if your team isn't ready for those kind of players, especially at the running back position, you're kind of wasting a draft pick. Like we've seen it with Saquon. Bijan is not doing the greatest. Like he is a great talent, but Atlanta is not constantly in the playoffs. Um, the only person that it really kind of did well for was Jameer Gibbs, and Jameer Gibbs is the only one that I can really think of that it happened well for, and the Lions. So yeah, recent history does not bode well for picking a running back this high. So not sure. Um, I'm good with coaching staff drafting, but Spytek as well wild card. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going as well. Um, I'm good with Pete Carroll and his history. I know he's super involved with the draft specifically as well, too, especially going back to his time in Seattle. I know he was very involved there. So I feel pretty confident with them, bouncing ideas back and forth. And obviously, I think as of right now, they're pretty certain with who they're probably going to pick at 6. If I had to think, they would probably be pretty solidified in who they think is going to fall to them and stuff like that. But obviously, we don't really know. Um, so it's going to be interesting. Of course, this is going to be one of the most interesting drafts. I'm glad that there's a platform this year for me, so it's going to be real fun. Um, Hampton and then Henderson for Where's the Flag for his number 1, 2 running backs. I honestly, it's hard to really, uh, it's hard to put them over Genty just of pure production. Genty had a lot of production. I understand you can say like his conference wasn't the greatest and stuff like that. I understand that, but I think just off of pure production, no matter where your conference is, it's kind of hard to rank them over it. But I completely get it. Those two are really good running backs as well, and not. I would not be mad if the Raiders take them. Not at 6, but I would not be mad if the Raiders take them. Just in general. Henderson had 0 fumbles too in the Big Ten against teams like Penn State that Genty fumbled twice against. Yeah, so I get that too. Um, but you can also say like if you say Genti didn't have the best competition to go against in his conference, you can also say that Genti's team wasn't the best because of their conference level as well. Like they're not going to get 5-star offensive linemen that are going to be in the Big Ten. So obviously fumbles are more of kind of his fault. You got to hold on to the ball, but it, obviously the game against Penn State kind of showed the talent levels of both teams in that playoff game. So that's kind of where I'm kind of a little back and forth on that. Um, let's see. Genti has short arms, so I feel like he's gonna be a fumble machine. He never really had like a lot of fumbles. He definitely fumbled two big times in that playoff game, but I get what you're saying. I would think I would take Henderson over Hampton for two reasons. One, ACC Hampton. Henderson is Big Ten. Two, the relationship with Chip on Henderson. I really like Travion Henderson. That's who I think we should go after in the second round. Um, but I I don't. It's tough because it depends who we get first. Obviously, if Genti, then you don't get Henderson in the second round. But if we get Graham and we get Henderson in the second, we are cooking in the first two rounds. So it really all kind of depends on today, and we are super excited. I know everybody's really excited for today. So agree with Nav. I love Henderson like I have for 3 years. This guy's amazing. He didn't transfer when they brought Judkins in. Still had a great year. That's actually saying a lot too about Henderson's character. Um, you bring in Judkins, who Judkins was arguably one of the best running backs in the country coming from Ole Miss, and he went to Ohio State, and he's still. They shared carries because they said we can't have both of you guys not on the field at this, not on the field. Like we have to use both of you guys, so that's pretty big there too. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hopping up in here. I know it's still early. Everybody's still in some anticipation for this draft upcoming, so I'm excited. You know, I was planning on doing this Jackson Dart thing, and then going right into to some draft stuff with going into some draft stuff with wow, Jeff. My mind is blanking since last night. But going into some draft stuff immediately with Jeff, and man, YouTube does not like me apparently for putting on the Chevy commercial that that John Gruden was in. So thank you once again to the Goat Navman for hooking you up. Appreciate Navman out there. Shout out Navman. Here, let's do this. We can go while we are just waiting here. Let's do this instead then. Since we can't do Jackson Dart anymore. Sad, I know. Yep, cautiously optimistic. That's exactly what I'm saying. Ooh, can't really see your guys' thing though. Oh well. We'll do a quick mock draft. I know I did. I showed one last night on the connection of I was all 32 teams, and this is exactly what I felt like the first round was gonna go. Um, I kind of want to just do a quick one since I mean this is kind of getting a little overdone now. Now that obviously today is the day, so this will be the last one most likely. Let's see what goes first. Uh, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. This, besides Will Johnson, I don't think Will Johnson goes at 5. But if this is the way that it falls, I am ecstatic. I'm ecstatic because we get Mason Graham. And not only does Mason Graham kind of shoot down all of the Christian Wilkins like, oh, is he injured? He's gonna play. He kind of just solidifies if any kind of weird stuff happens where he doesn't play or whatever. Um, he just solidifies the uh, the front, the defensive front, and he makes the Raiders probably the second best defensive front in football. So anytime that you can make anything the second best in the NFL, you kind of do that. That's at least that's my thought about it. Um, let's see what goes right after Graham. Tyler Warren, which I had in my previous draft. Membu, which I had in my previous draft as well. Genthy falls to the Saints at 9. I don't think that the Saints would take Gentry here. I think they would probably take Shador, which falls to the Colts. The Colts, I don't think would take Shador either. That doesn't really make sense for them. But all right, let's just go to. Oh wow! So wow, the Browns end up taking Dart at 33. At 33, and that's who was gonna be my pick. That's was exactly was gonna be my pick. But all right, let's pivot then. So we got Graham. So I would love to take someone offensively here. Hmm. Did wow, Gray Zabel got taken too. Wow, this one is not leaving me with a lot. I will admit. They got Judkins. I'd probably just go Judkins here. I know it's a kind of a little bit of a reach as far as um, his grade is here. Burden. You know what? I don't think I've taken Burden yet in a draft, and I will take Burden. I like Burden a lot, and if he falls to 37, there's no reason why we shouldn't take him. So I'll take Burden here. Let's see. Yeah, Mason Graham, blue chip. I'm down with that. I'd love to build inside then out. Yeah, that's exactly kind of my thought behind that. So that I would love that too. I think Mason Graham would be insane right there, with Christian Wilkins. So that'd be dope. Dope. Okay. Uh, yeah. Shout out to Raider Foods Chris. I would love to see some more content from your channel, bro. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Oh, they got Ayo Maynor, who I'm a really big fan of here. Um, let's see who's still here. Milrow is still here. Judkins is still here. I might honestly just go Judkins here. Um, let's see. Is there any offensive tackles or guards I like? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think I might just go double down on offense and go Judkins. It makes the most sense to me right now. All right, who else is here? Denzel Burke, cornerback out of Ohio State. I like him a lot. Oh, you know who I probably would have taken? Where did he go? Carson Schlesinger, right here. I probably would have taken him with my second. Um, if I knew. Yeah, that's a miss by me. That is a total miss by me. All right, let's continue. Let's see. I'd probably want to go defense here. Uh-oh. Probably want to go defense here. Ooh, Dorian Strong is still here too. Who's that linebacker? Stutzman is still here, but we can wait a little bit on him. We have a defensive tackle. I'd probably go Dorian Strong here, if I'm being honest. Well, Howard is still here. Yeah, I'd probably go Dorian Strong. All right, let's see what else we got here. So far we got Mason Graham, Luther Burden, Quishon Judkins, and Dorian Strong. I like it. I like it a lot so far, actually. We need tackle or guard. I like Garrett Dellinger too. It's not that much of a reach. Um, I like Cornelius out of Oregon as well. I'm gonna probably go offensive guard or tackle here. Um, I like Dellinger a little bit more. 6'4", 325. Mm, he took starts at left tackle and center. So you know what? Well, let's look at Cornelius still too. 6'4", 310. You know what? I think we still technically have um, Colton Miller. He's going to be under contract. I think he plays. So I would want to go ahead and take the guard out of LSU. I think we need guard more than tackle as far as right now. Um, considering, if we still have Colton Miller on the team. So I would probably go Garrett Dellinger here. Calls by technique. LOL, you make the picks. That's dope. That's funny. Uh, Samson is going to be a freaking Lily. He'll be a steal for somebody. No, I completely agree. Uh, Dylan Sampson is a beast. He was probably one of the big reasons why Tennessee went to the playoffs this year. So I agree. He is going to be a monster. Um, damn. Okay. So far we got Graham, Burden, Judkins, Strong, and Dellinger. I I really like it. I like it a lot. This is fallen. Malachi Moore is still here too. I really like Malachi Moore. Um, I I actually don't like Jonah Monheim. Um, he was too big. He got cooked, absolutely cooked by Mason Graham, uh, in the Michigan game this past year. So, mm, I like Corey Kiner as well. Um, Isaiah Bond, he probably wasn't very fast. I like Zoff Frazier. Okay, let's go back here. I honestly, if Malachi Moore is still here, I'm probably taking Malachi Moore. Um, so that's what we're gonna do. Take Malachi Moore. Okay, let's see. Round 6 to 13. Who do we still got here? Cam Jackson. Who do we need? I could probably let's see who's still here at the quarterback position. Curtis Rourke, Mac Brosmer, DJ. Not picking DJ. I tell you that. Wow, they don't have. Oh, right here. Here's Seth Hennigan. Damn, he's ranked super low. Now, if you guys watched the Seth Hennigan episode on the John Gruden quarterback class, he is extremely, extremely impressive. That is somebody that I would not be upset if the Raiders take um, as an undrafted free agent because it looks like he's probably going to go undrafted here. I would not be mad if we bring him in. But let's see. I could probably go. Let's see. Is there a good receiver? I got a corner. Is there another receiver here? Not that I like in this position. Let's go defense. Linebacker. We need a linebacker. Ooh, I could probably wait on Jackson Woodard. Hmm. Let's see. Is there another corner that I like? I'm willing to take two corners here. Melo Dotson out of Kansas is pretty decent. It's not that much of a reach either. Is there another running back? Jordan James, Jaquez Hunter, Taj Brooks. I like Khalil Mullings a lot. That's not that much. If we do, we think we can wait on Woodard 280. Yeah. You know what? We'll take my favorite guy this late in the draft, Khalil Mullings. Oh, and there we go. We can take both of them here. We'll take just Woodard here, because he's probably my favorite linebacker still available. I don't care if it's that much of a reach either. We could even wait. We could have probably waited on him still. Um, let's see. You said safety. Oh, you said Cam Jackson. Let's see. Kickers? Shout out to Jeff. Any kickers? Okay, let's see. Who's still available that's still here? Um, we got yeah, we got two running backs, wide receiver, guard. I feel like I filled basically all the holes that we are thinking of as of right now. So I would probably go best available, which is Cam Jackson, just to continue to solidify that defensive front. But yeah, so this is probably the best. This is probably one of my better drafts, if I'm being honest. What do you guys think? A through F. What would you guys rate this draft? A through F. Oh yeah, he's a Cam Jackson is a big boy too. 6'6", 328. Yeah, that is insane. He's nasty, for sure. And in the sixth round, the LV Raiders pick a long snapper. I would not be surprised. Or you could go Ben Sauls. That's the guy that Jeff really loves, apparently. Um, yeah, A plus. All right, A plus around the board. I like that. Okay, let's see. I kind of just want to do. Let's see. I don't. I want to do 7. I want to see what the simulation picks as for the Raiders. I want to see if they let that do that. So let's see what the simulation picks for the Raiders. Um, hopefully it's good. I know the simulation can be a little bit iffy sometimes, but I'm just kind of interested on where they see this draft falls, especially on draft day. It should be probably the closest to what it's going to be like. So I'm pretty interested in seeing what this falls to. Nate, let's do it with one trade back and see if Graham is still there. I like that a lot, actually. I do think in this simulation he will still be there. So let's see. They take Mason Graham. I think it kind of fell basically the same way that it did in the last draft. So they take Mason Graham, 6 overall. And then Emeka Egbuka, I like that. If Emeka Egbuka falls to 37, there's absolutely zero reason why we don't take him. Especially because Luther Burden goes before, too. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Round 3, Kevin Winston Jr., safety out of Penn State. He's very good. Um, I don't think I'd be super upset about that. Um, Omar Norman Lott. I honestly don't know a ton about Omar Norman Lott. It looks like they traded. So they traded back a little bit. So the Jets went up to pick up Torrey Horton, and we got Omar Norman Lott. And for our second pick in this round, round 4. They got Ollie Gordon, who I've been saying is probably a pretty big sleeper there. And then let's see. We got back to 176. We got cornerback out of Minnesota, Justin Wally. Yeah, it looks like we traded that 180 that we got earlier to go up to get Justin Wally. Round 6, we got Maxon Hook, safety out of Toledo. Oh, look at, I could have just done that. And then Vernon Broughton. I honestly don't know if I like this one. I mean, Mason Graham, Mika Egbuka, Kevin Winston, and then Ollie Gordon. Besides that, I honestly don't think I know enough about the other guys. But this is what the simulation cooked up. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, at least. So let's go back and let's do one trade back to see if Mason Graham is still there. Oops. Well, I rejected that. So this one, we get the 7th overall pick and pick 42, which I'm not against. So we obviously know, well, let's see. As long as, yeah, he's still here, most likely, more than likely, Mason Graham will still be there at 7. Let's see. But I believe the most, is Shedeur Sanders here? Yeah, I believe the most likely would be to the Saints. Where's the Saints? That's where I would want to go back to. And I would take their 2nd and 3rd to see if that works. Does not. Take their 2nd and maybe a 4th? How come I can't propose? Oh. They're being a little stingy with the picks. I'm not going to lie. Oh, yeah, no. It was just in the way on those little commercials on this side. It was just it's just in the way. I don't like looking at it. They're being a little stingy with their picks right now, so I got to admit, I would probably take their 2nd from next year if they're being stingy. Maybe I can get something down here. I didn't think they were going to do that either. Does anybody else, who wants to hop up here? Who wants to hop up here? Maybe the Cowboys. The Cowboys are all in on Genty. Nobody's willing to move some big assets here, apparently. Take their 2nd next year. Let's get something down here. Am I asking for a lot? Yeah, 9 is where I think is the most plausible. Let's just go 1st and 2nd. Most likely, they're not going to take it. See, now, I think if the Saints are all in on Shedeur, they would do that trade. Let's see. Here, let's take their 2nd, and let's give them something down here. Yeah. Take Cowboys 2026 first and a 2nd this year. Let's try it. Where's the Cowboys? See, but we obviously need 12 as well. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm going to try the Saints again. Um, I want their second, but let's give them. This is high. It's a lot higher than I would want. Maybe something like that. Wow, no one wants to trade up. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Wow. Let's try it again. Damn, 68 is super high, I think, for them to move up a couple spots. And they still don't even. Wow, this is broken. Yeah, this is broken. There's no way they don't take that trade. This is just broken. Um, let's restart this. Because we had trade offers that I actually kind of decently liked. These are just in the way. No! So let's see. Okay, we got a couple. So Atlanta, pick 15, 46, and 118. I actually don't mind that a lot. I think that would be pretty interesting. So this is a lot. 30, 56, 62, second and a third for next year. If Buffalo wasn't so far back, this is super interesting because we get those second and third from the next year. But the thing is, those second and third are going to be super late in the rounds because Buffalo is going to be good. So probably not that. The Bengals, 17, 49, and 81. So I'm going to reject this one. Man, I think I like the Bengals one. What up, 805? Appreciate you. Yeah, I think I would take Atlanta as well. I like the Bengals one. You know what? I'm gonna take Atlanta's. So, let's see who's still here. Shador is still here. Golden is here. So our plan of Mason Graham, which goes right after us, of course, because can't have anything nice. Mason Graham goes right after us, to 7 at the Jets. So that's awesome. Um, what up, Jaw Raider? So here, if I mean, I would probably just take probably Matthew Golden, if I'm being honest. I might even think about trading back even more. Let's see what else we got. 18 for 108 and 50. Honestly, I might take that. 21. Ooh, and Pittsburgh's first for next year. 39. Yeah, I'm not taking that one. Ooh, do I want Pittsburgh's first for next year? We give up 68, but we acquired one more pick. You know what? I'm taking Pittsburgh's first for next year. What up, Jeff? All right, let's see who went here. So the Steelers moved up to get Shador Sanders to 15. And then it went Kelvin Banks, Eamon Warwick, Golden, Starks, Jahad Campbell. So here, oh wow. You could either go Jade Barron or Gray Zabel or Emeka Egbuka. Honestly, I'm going Gray Zabel here. I think he is absolutely disgusting at the offensive guard position. I'm going to draft Gray Zabel. No, they picked the guy I wanted right before. Oh, but look at this. We're of course taking Jaxson Dart. Easy pick there. And we still get another one here. 46. Ooh, if we didn't take Zabel, Sabainea is good. With Zabel and Dart, I'm probably taking a running back. Let's see, who else is here? Barrett Carter is good. A little early. Maybe Jalen Noel. I like Jalen Noel. Oh wait, Hampton is there? Oh, are you saying before I took Dart? No, I'm taking Dart. I don't care. I'm taking Dart. Um, man, I probably will take Jalen Noel. No, no, I'm not. I'm taking Johnson or Judkins. Um, who do I like more, Johnson or Judkins? It's pretty close. Let's see, 6'1", 224, 5'11", 221. Does it say their 40 time? Doesn't say their 40 time. I like both of these guys though. I'm gonna go Judkins because why not? Tonight we'll see just how far off all these draft simulators are. Guys will fall that were ranked really high. Guys will get picked a lot earlier than the simulator. Bro, I think this draft simulator is pretty bad. Um, they had some crazy picks earlier, like who's I don't think it was this one. They had someone go super high that I was like just confused about. Um, but yeah, this simulator is not the greatest, honestly. Their picks don't make sense. Restrepo was still here. Dion Walker. I was telling Pena the first time I saw you put WTF for Where's the Flag and wondering why you put what the fuck. I'm dead. That's funny. Let's see. Okay, so we got Zabel, Dart, and Judkins. Offensive heavily. Offensive heavy here, obviously. Let's see. Who's still here at corner? Kobe Bryant is still here. I think we could probably get him at 118, so we'll wait on that. Um, Linebackers. Stutzman is still here, but he's ranked rather low. Jack Sawyer is still here. Let's see. Maybe Dion Walker, to be honest, out of Kentucky. I'd probably pick here. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see. Hold on. Ty Robinson, 6'5", 288. That's a big boy. Joshua Farmer, 6'3", 305. Dion Walker, 6'7", 331. That is a menacing presence up front. I'm going to go Dion Walker. And then here we go. Who is it that I wanted? Who was it that I wanted? I don't remember. Oh, it was Kobe Bryant, and he went right after. That sucks. Okay, so I'd probably go. Oh man. Zabel, Dart, Judkins, Walker. This is tough. This one is a tough one. 118. Jaxson Slater's there. We just picked a defensive tackle, so I probably won't go there again. Let's see. Jonas Sanker, 6', 206. Physicality and football intelligence. He excels in run support. I like that. I'd probably go this guy. This guy seems like he would fit a Pete Carroll defense pretty well. So we're going to go safety Jonas Sanker out of Virginia. Okay, here we go. I'm probably going Teddy Buchanan here out of Cal. Yeah, definitely going to go. Yeah, Teddy Buchanan. Need a linebacker in the worst way. Okay, so we got Zabel, Dart, Judkins, Walker, Sanker, Buchanan. I think we need a corner. Would be nice. And Zoff Frazier is here. Ooh, Jalen Smith is here too, but I'm taking Zoff Frazier. Oh no, he went. Jalen Smith went to Washington. I like it too. Zoff Frazier is a Gruden guy. He's on. If you guys watch the FFCA, he's a Gruden guy, so that's where I know Zoff Frazier from. Ooh, Arneas Peebles is good too. Ricky White. Do we have a wide receiver? I'm probably gonna go Ricky White here, the guy that wants to be a Raider. And then, of course, we got another pick here, and we got one running back. I'll probably look at another one here, and I like Taj Brooks. I like Marcus Tate too. Do we have? We did get a guard. We did get a guard already. So I'm probably gonna go Taj Brooks here. Let's see what else. Zabel, Dart, Judkins, Walker, Sanker, Buchanan, Frazier, White, Brooks. And then this is basically just whoever my favorite person left is here. You know what? We're going to double down, get one of my favorite guys, Seth Hennigan, because we get Pittsburgh's first round pick next year still. I don't think you guys... That is insane. Like... And we get 2026 Pittsburgh first round pick. If they absolutely shit the bed with Shedeur Sanders, this is going to be a super valuable pick. I think we moved back twice. And we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 total picks, including one for next year. That's pretty good. I like that one a lot. Yeah, let's hope that Sanders gets picked before us. Hopefully the Browns and the Giants aren't dumb enough to not take a quarterback. He went 15 in this one. The Steelers traded up to get Sanders here at 15 in this one, so... Alright, not bad. Not bad at all, I don't think. Let's see, what else did they have for NFL? Nothing too crazy. Alright, well, we did a couple of drafts. We kind of watched the Jaxson Dart video a little bit. So I'm probably going to take a bit of a break here. Make sure to hold on. Actually, let's go here. Gonna take a little bit of a break here. Make sure to hop back on here at 3:30 Pacific time. That's when me and Jeff will be officially on for round 1 of the draft. That's going to be extremely exciting. Everyone is going to be involved with that, so make sure everyone here is back here at 3:30. So take a little break, go get your beers, go get your brews, finish up your shift at work, whatever y'all are doing. Make sure to be back here at 3:30 on either mine or Jeff's channel, and then we're gonna have a bunch of people on. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think that this draft is gonna be super crazy, so should be an extremely fun day today. Uh, but make sure to like, subscribe if you have not. Uh, Thank you guys. Peace out, Raider Nation.